Question, have you studied the history of the popes?
Oh yes, I read a book when I was much younger, a very colourful history. I've got one by a man called Peter de Rosa. What's it called? It's it's really, really colourful. Yeah, so yeah.
What do you think about the history of the popes?
Oh, well, the history of the popes is very fascinating, but the individual popes themselves, it depends on which one you're studying. So you have bad ones, you have great ones, you have indifferent ones. When I said you have great ones, don't you think Gregory the Great was a fantastic pope? After all, there you have the Western Roman Empire, which has gone down the toilets. There's hardly anybody who could administer Rome. In fact, he was a patrician. He was a very important figure. He accepts, the call, and he basically, effectively becomes the government in Rome. Now, whatever you think of him, hold on. Just in terms of history, you mentioned to me, I thought this is a great and interesting figure. Now, whether he's infallible, now we're on the infallibility issue. We believe, that includes me, Catholics, that all these men have been infallible, from the very best to the very worst.
That's infallible.
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 Yes.
So you believe the worst, the paedophiles, the pimps, the ones who are absolutely atrocious.
They're the bad ones.
Murderers, the bad ones. But you believe they were infallible?
No.
Now,
you have no message for people. I mean, what's your message? I know if I was preaching, my message is for people to come to Jesus for forgiveness of sin.
yes.
And the Lord Jesus will accept you if you're truly repentant. That's the message people need, because they're in the broad road that leads to destruction. That's what they need.
Yes.
And I don't want them to say, become a Protestant or become a Baptist or become a Methodist. Come to Christ. That's the positive message.
Billy, when I stand here, it depends on what people ask me. I then respond to what they ask me. It's true that you don't hear me shouting. When I was coming in, I was younger. I used to do that.
Pretty nervous, I think.
What?
Nervous. You don't want it to.
No, I'm quite happy I was happy to shout in the old days. So that would be a call to faith. But I tend to stand, and if people come to me and they have questions, I try to answer them. Now, this gentleman, for example, he started to asking me about infallibility. So I'm just responding to him. What else can I do?
But what is according to you, how can you get forgiven, get right with God and go to heaven? Which is the gospel.
All right, do you want to go off infallibility, or do you want us to finish that?
No, don't finish that. Get on to
I'm only asking
Get on
him.
to the gospel.
I'm just being polite.
I know, you gave your view, you think they're all infallible, whether they're
That's good.
bad,
But you're not sure what I mean by infallibility, I think, so I'll just finish that off. It's not about the man's personal qualities. It's basically about... Hold just a minute. Yeah, this is it. When they teach, as we say, ex cathedra, giving a doctrine for the whole church, then that doctrine is free from error, guaranteed free from error. That he could have just been with his mistress, theoretically. But the doctrine is protected from error. That's a doctrine. Now, I know you don't believe it, but I just wanted to get it clear what it is. That's Billy said. So